So this is live chat. Live chat Tuesdays. And the reason we're having live chat Tuesdays is because we are growing our business to a point where we're going to have probably about an update every Tuesday. That is going to be very exciting. Really, what we're doing is moving from therapy, as many people think of therapy, and as talk therapy, or I'm going to get together with my therapist to talk about my problems. As many therapists know, often clients come to us with something called a crisis of the week. When that happens, sometimes it is an adaptive response from a client who maybe, but is having a hard time doing so. So a crisis of the week allows the client to, without actually saying so or actually doing anything to show a lack of interest in therapy and getting better and healing, it is actually quite brilliant of a client's system to decide, well, I would rather talk about this thing that happened this week than actually get into reprocessing a trauma from my childhood. Pretty brilliant, right? Pretty brilliant. So when we are getting into things that are deeper trauma, people come to therapy because they want to heal, right? That's a consensus I think we can agree on. People come to therapy because they want to heal, they want to feel better. If I could say the one thing I hear the most often, why I'm coming to therapy, it is because I'm tired of feeling stuck, tired of feeling like crap, tired of feeling stuck in my marriage and my job. I'm tired of being unhappy. And so there's all these reasons and all these things that we think therapy is going to help with. And it will. But how will it? So therapy, ultimately, good therapy, not, I'm talking about something different from talk therapy. Somatic therapy, parts work, somatic parts work, sensory motor therapy that works with dissociation, deep brain reorienting, EMDR. We have different kinds of EMDR. We have different mindfulness, ACT, DBT, CBT. We have all sorts of therapies. We need to do a therapy, like to be an effective therapy, it's going to have to be something that is both body to mind, right? Bottom up. 80% of the information is going from our body to our mind. So that is interoceptively, neuroceptively, we are picking up all this information within our system that is coming to our brain. That is 80%. And then 20% is coming from our mind to our body. So top-down therapy, CBT, things that are working with the cognitive processing, cognitive with our thoughts, with our belief systems, we are going to be, that's top-down. And so good therapy is going to be both. Focusing, for example, felt sense polyvagal model is an example of a focusing-oriented therapy that does a great job of both bringing us into the body where we have a felt sense, and it helps outline the ways that we can get into our bodies. because that is a lot harder than it seems for some of us. So, but once we can begin to feel our body, which we titrate that experience of feeling our body, because that is not safe until it's safe. We titrate it. We turn towards our body more and more as our capacity to do so increases. And it does that through practice, titration, pendulation, moving between something that's a little bit uncomfortable to something that's a little bit more neutral, and then back. And noting that we really can decide where our attention is going to go and put our attention there. And that makes a huge difference in our reality. And that is something that is really fundamentally where we put our attention is where the change is going to occur, or the lack of. Where we put our attention is where we are growing things. It's the wolf we're feeding, right? So the invitation to you is to, if you are interested in healing, finding a therapy that is going to work to connect the mind and body, to bring together the felt sense with the nervous system, with the states that we might be in, with shifting states, with mindfulness, mindful awareness, with paying attention, with grounding, with orienting. There's just a lot of tools that we bring together, and sound is one of those tools. And sound is actually a huge tool when it comes to healing, because vibration is reality. Reality is made up of vibration, of waves. And so there's a lot. Physics is a lot. Mental health is a lot. Neuroscience is a lot. Physiology is a lot. And when you put it all together, it is a lot. And it's amazing. And so that's why we're here. And I look forward to seeing you.